Right now, if you were to build a supersonic aircraft, if it were like the Concorde, it would create this loud, what we call a sonic boom, everywhere that it is flying over at supersonic speeds. People on the ground don't like that very much. And that led to the Concorde being banned in a lot of areas for overland flight. What we're doing is looking at a way to reduce the noise that's made by that sonic boom, creating a low boom aircraft that would be able to fly over land and therefore let us fly everywhere around the world. You can use wind tunnels, of course, to go and test your models, but then you have to build a model and buy time in your wind tunnel to test it. And that can get really expensive, but if you want really specific information on the airplane that you've designed, then these high-powered computational tools are really the best way to do it quickly. What that means is we have a geometrical model, some kind of computer digital version of it. And the main thing we're doing is aerodynamic analysis, looking at how the air flows around the airplane at various phases of flights, and then figuring out what does that mean for how we need to design it. If we go and buy 100 computers or something, then that's a lot of capital. So we started looking at alternatives to quickly scale up and down without this huge initial capital expenditure. So Rescale is a great platform for that. We can just tap into AWS. We don't need to have a whole IT staff to go set things up like you might if we tried to do our own AWS deployment. The Rescale platform has been great for us because it's a relatively turnkey solution. We can put together the kind of simulations we need to run. We can set those up, run them, get the data. It allows us to quickly scale up and down when we need to and not have to deal with a whole lot of IT headache. The support has been good when we need it, and that means generally going through more designs and reaching the best kind of airplane we can build. Rescale helps us safeguard that information by providing these platforms that are ITAR compliant and that we can very easily use to safely do our analyses and store our data. And I think one of the great things about building a company like this is you can take these aircraft designs from the first line on a sheet of paper all the way out to flight test. You get to see the whole process, have an impact in all of it. Exosonics is a company to watch because we were founded on the vision of making it possible to travel supersonic everywhere.